Hello and welcome to the latest Dressing Room Debrief. And I'm sorry it is late, and I didn't have to say I didn't really watch much of the Chelsea Benfica game, mainly because I was at a gig watching Lincoln Park with my girlfriend. But because of the absolute farce of it being called off for before 5 minutes towards the end, which was an absolute farce, as I said. Absolutely, I just still can't believe that happened with 4 minutes, 5 minutes left of the game. That I got back from the gig and was able to watch the end of the game and then extra time. And oh my God, it's literally, I just can't, we can't be dealing with that in the World Cup. With the World Cup being in the US, I hope they get pull their finger out because that is just farcical. The fact that you've got 4 minutes left, there's been warning signs of, bad weather in the area, so they've called it off. I get health and safety, and I get if the weather was bad, but for 4 minutes you couldn't have just played on. Um, which, is my sort of opinion when we've got storms, maybe not as bad as they have in the US, but we've still got storms here. And I've never seen a football match with that little time to go before the end of the game to be called off. And it does change the complexion of the game because the Maresca and the likes of that have brought on substitutions to see out a 1-0 in normal time and a bit of extra time. And once you've quit the game for over an hour as well, by the way, it just changes the dynamic. Like Benfica come out, and then they throw the kitchen sink. The officials in this tournament have been abysmal, as you could see in the lead up to that handball VAR decision that gave Benfica their goal. That foul, shall I say, on Angel Di Maria was never a foul in a million years. And just think the level of officiating in this tournament has been diabolical. The amount of yellow cards that are being dished out for players who are just falling over in tackles and holding their faces and things like that. I saw it a lot when Flamengo played Chelsea. It's just shocking, and it just doesn't bode well for me for the World Cup being, especially if there's that many sort of South American referees and things like that. They just don't look like they've got control in the game whatsoever. And like that referee, I don't know where he was from either, to be fair. But in that Benfica match, he just he was criminal. It was just so bad. It's shocking. And yeah, I just can't believe that there was a delay for that long. And then that decision, and then sort of we stepped up a gear really, and good goal by Nkuku, who looks like he's going to be, sold with the incomings of João Pedro, Gittins. There's links from Noni Madueke being linked away, who I wouldn't sell to Arsenal. I wouldn't sell him at all, actually. I think it's a huge gamble getting that Gittins in for about 55 million. I just don't know how you can justify spending that much money on a kid who's done nothing. But I hope he, does well, comes here, proves me wrong. Same with João Pedro. I hope he does. But we're missing the key areas of where we must improve, and that is centre half and in goal. We need to go out and buy a top class goalkeeper, and we need to buy a top class centre back. And then I'd be pretty confident that we've got a half decent sort of squad to challenge on all four fronts next season. Um, but yeah, we've been lucky that sort of uh, Man City got knocked out against Al Hilal, and now if we beat Palmeiras, which will be a huge game because that won't be easy, with the Brazilian sort of passion that they have for the Club World Cup, where they treat it like a matter of life and death. And then whoever wins out of Al Hilal and Fluminense, again, it won't be easy because these are clubs who are underdogs and have got nothing to lose, and this is their big shot at beating Premier League teams. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully, we won't have another rain delay for about 2 hours, which could, who knows what would happen basically.